Alright guys, it's Norrie Rampage here, bringing my first full length commentary, so let's see how it goes. It's a match of conquest on Metro, and I'm rocking the medic class with the semi-automatic shotgun, the Sage, or the Sega, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So first of all I want to talk about the semi-automatic shotguns. Are they overpowered or not? Leave a comment saying if you think they're overpowered or not, and why you think they're overpowered or not. Personally I don't think they are, and I'll show you why in various clips throughout this video. And personally I never bitch and moan about what guns people use, because well, basically in every first person shooter there's going to be the best guns, so everybody's going to be using the best guns, and then when all the little faggots get owned they're going to blame what guns people are using, and they're the ones that are going to get labelled as the overpowered ones. Like for example, back in Modern Warfare 2, the UMP-45, everybody complained and bitched about that gun, but I couldn't give a fuck about if I get killed by the UMP. It was one of the best guns in the game, so everybody used it. It's as simple as that. And it's just the little bitches that complain about these things that fucking spoil it when they get fucking patched. Like, my favourite gun in Battlefield 3 before the second last patch was the A91, and then it was absolutely, after the patch it was absolutely useless and I didn't use it anymore. Which I didn't think it was overpowered at all. I thought it was just one of the best guns in the game, and that's why I used it. And obviously there's the frag rounds with the USAS. I mean, I did complain about that, obviously, because it was overpowered. There was no arguing about that. But my theory on that was it was only overpowered if you never had it unlocked. Before I unlocked that gun, all I did was bitch and moan about it, and then I unlocked it. And when the going got tough, I pulled it out and showed them it. And 9 times out of 10 they get owned. So back to the Sega shotgun. Reasons I don't think it is overpowered is because at medium range it needs sometimes it needs 3, 4, maybe even sometimes 5 hits. Like if I show you here, I look around at this guy and he's not far away at all, but he has advantage over me simply because of that little bit of distance, and I'm using the shotgun. Another reason why I don't think that semi-automatic shotguns are overpowered is because sometimes obviously you come up against a team of really good players, and they'll be using all various machine guns and that, and they'll own you, regardless if I'm using a semi-automatic shotgun or not. So it seems like every time I get a message about hate about me using this shotgun, it's for noobs who just can't handle the pace. So for the simple fact of going up against good players, surely that means that it's not as overpowered as what people keep going on about. Anyway, leave a comment about that, whether you think semi-automatic shotguns are overpowered or not. I'd be interested to see what you think. Now, I've got a quite a nice revive streak here. That's 4, I think it's a 7 revive streak. I love reviving using the medic class on small skirmish maps, because of that, just for the fact of the amount of points that you can rack up by reviving players. You've got to think every revive is the same as a kill, points wise. So that's why I think every time I've seen somebody being revived, I just think that's a kill in my head, and it makes me want to revive as many as I can. Now, how did they 2 guys there were in that corner for so long, my whole team were in about them? Fuck knows. So we've moved up to the back of the map to try and cap some flags here. There's my teammate get dropped. Oh, a nice revive. A kill and a revive and a flag capture. Some nice pointage there. And we move across to the other side there because we're not managing to cap it at that side. And here's a dude here. I get shot in the back once. Instantly turn around and start firing because you know they're right behind me. And they've got 1% health. Lucky I got a headshot on the last guy, or I would have been down. Another thing I want to talk about is simple tactics in Battlefield, like suppression and stuff like that. Like for here example, I drop that guy and I take a shot for the back, so I use that pillar to use a bit of cover there so I could get round and drop that other guy. And there's another bit here. I drop a few guys here, and then I go back and there's 3 of my teammates down in the deck. And obviously I want to revive my teammates, but I'm not going to run out like a maniac. So here they are. I'm not going to run out like a maniac, so there's about 3 or 4 guys down at the bottom there. So what to do is, first of all, is to throw a grenade down, because they're all got to scatter away for the doorway, and that gives me enough time to run down, revive my 3 guys, and get down close up where I need to be when I'm using a shotgun. And obviously I'm letting my health regenerate here, and just pop in it. I'm up close and personal now where I need to be when you're using a shotgun. It's so simple, it's not true. So they're all reviving. I'm popping in and out with a shotgun, they'll be fucking raging probably. How did my teammate get there? How the hell did my teammate on the left get in there? I don't know how he got there at all. It's a nice wee feed there. And if you notice the points here going up, keeping it going, I think I get about 1100 points in 30 seconds. I love seeing they keeping that counter going. And it's still going. There's 1000. There's 1126 points in 30 seconds. It's as simple as that. Anyway, that's the end of the video. I've made it through my first commentary, thank God. Hopefully I'll get a bit more comfortable speaking to you guys. That was a 31 for 7, not too bad. Before I go, I've got an extra wee clip here. It's me getting my first TV missile kill with a helicopter. I've only been trying for about 2 weeks to get it, but I finally got one. Here in a second. Don't forget guys to rate, comment and subscribe if you already haven't. Peace.